Namaskar. After my recent video on the Kumbh Mela, some individuals raised concerns contrasting the cultural and spiritual richness of different regions while questioning whether the same standards of faith and devotion apply universally. These apprehensions were accompanied by critics of large gatherings like the Kumbh Mela, highlighting challenges such as inadequate facilities, limited basic amenities, and environmental issues, particularly river pollution. In some instances, this led to doubts about the spiritual merit of such events and whether such circumstances align with divine satisfaction, especially from the perspective of Lord Shiva. It is understandable that such concerns arise as they often stem from genuine care, high expectations, and a desire for improvement. However, making comparison between regions such as North and South diminishes the essence of Sanatana Dharma, which transcends geographical boundaries and regional identities. Sanatana Dharma is a unifying spiritual tradition that embraces the diversity of practices, cultures, and expressions of faith, emphasizing shared devotion and universal principles. While the logistical challenges at events like Kumbh Mela are undeniable, it is essential to acknowledge the extraordinary efforts involved in organizing these gatherings, which attract crores of devotees within a limited time frame. The facilities, though often inadequate when viewed from a material perspective, are secondary to the profound spiritual experience such events offer. The millions of pilgrims who willingly endure these inconveniences are a testament to the resilience of faith and the strength of devotion that defines our collective spiritual heritage. On the question of whether the divine is pleased, it is vital to recognize the philosophical depth of Sanatana Dharma. And in this tradition, God is not concerned with the external comforts or material circumstances, but is deeply moved by the sincerity of devotion, the purity of intent, and the depth of emotional connection exhibited by the devotees. And Lord Shiva, revered as the embodiment of detachment and simplicity, sees beyond physical realities, embracing the heartfelt bhakti of those who overcome discomfort to seek divine blessings. Issues like river pollution and infrastructural inadequacies cannot and should not be ignored. These challenges demand collective responsibility and sustained efforts for improvement. However, they should not overshadow the spiritual sanctity of events like the Kumbh Mela, which symbolize the enduring unity, faith, and resilience of Sanatana Dharma. Such gatherings are profound expressions of our shared spiritual legacy, transcending physical hardship to affirm the timeless connection between humanity and the divine. And let us therefore focus on the emotional and spiritual devotion demonstrated by millions of pilgrims, cherishing their unwavering faith with constructively addressing the practical concerns to make future events more inclusive and sustainable. In doing so, we uphold the core values of compassion, responsibility, and transcendence that lie at the heart of Sanatana Dharma. Having addressed these reflections, I now invite you to join me in our ongoing exploration of the values and wisdom embedded in the scriptures that glorify the tenets of Sanatana Dharma. This ancient spiritual tradition, among the oldest known to the humanity, traces its origin back thousands of years. Its foundations are enshrined in the Shrutis, the four Vedas and Upanishads, and the Smritis, Dharma Shastras, further enriched by Itihasas, that is the great epics Ramayana and Mahabharata, Puranas, and the Darshanas, that is the Hindu schools of philosophy. Together, these texts engage the body, sharira, mind, manas, intellect, buddhi, and soul, atman, offering both accessible paths for the masses and profound intellectual challenges for the seekers of higher truths. The evolution of Sanatana Dharma reflects remarkable continuity and adaptability marked by distinct phases of development. The Vedic era focused on yajnas and the upholding rita, that is the cosmic order, emphasizing harmony with nature. Later, the Upanishads shifted the focus towards metaphysical inquiry, exploring moksha and the nature of Brahman. And the Bhakti movement democratized spirituality, emphasizing personal devotion to deities like Vishnu, Shiva, and Shakti, fostering a deep emotional bond with the divine. Interactions with the Buddhism and Jainism enriched Hindu thought, introducing doctrines like ahimsa and refining concepts such as karma and samsara. The Tantric traditions and Advaita Vedanta, led by luminaries like Adi Shankaracharya, expanded the philosophical horizons of Hinduism. In the colonial era, reformers like Swami Vivekananda emphasized the universality and adaptability of Hinduism, presenting it a rational and spiritual tradition. In the modern era, the global spread of yoga, meditation, and universal values has made Hinduism a global spiritual force. In this journey of understanding, we have so far explored the essence of four Vedas, the concept of Dasavatara, the epics Ramayana and Mahabharata, and the core messages from our 10 major Upanishads. Our next focus will be six orthodox schools of Hindu philosophy, Shad Darsanas, which form the intellectual foundation of Sanatana Dharma. These six darshanas are Nyaya, that is logical reason, liberation through Vedic knowledge, valid knowledge, pramana, and Vaisheshika, atomism, understanding the universe as composed of eternal atoms and categories. Samkhya, dualistic realism, liberation through the distinction between Purusha, consciousness, and Prakriti, matter. And yoga, that is a discipline and practice, liberation through ethical living, meditation, and self restraint. Mimamsa, ritual hermeneutics, liberation through precise adherence to Vedic rituals. And Vedanta, end of the Vedas, liberation through realization of Brahman. So, in the coming weeks, we will delve deeper into each of these darshanas, exploring their profound contribution to the spiritual and intellectual legacy of Sanatana Dharma. Let us continue this quest for wisdom together. If we encounter any aspects of our scriptures that have been misinterpreted, misunderstood, or subject to criticism, and if such issues cause confusion or embarrassment, please feel free to share them in the comment section. Together, we can address these concerns thoughtfully and provide clarity rooted in the wisdom of Sanatana Dharma. I kindly request that your comment focus on promoting the values and teachings of Sanatana Dharma without critiquing or disparaging other faiths. The strength of our spiritual tradition lies in its inclusivity and its capacity to inspire through its profound insights. When we deeply understand our scriptures and live by the teachings with faith and conviction, we transcend the influence of critics who may hold limited perspective. Wishing you a wonderful week ahead. Best regards, Raju Krishnan, Hyderabad.